Hello again. If you just saw me live for like a quick second, um, Chewy, my dog, just went crazy on me. He heard somebody at the front door, so I had to stop it. Anyways, welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. Today, we are talking about the pause button mentality and how that's ruining your health and fitness. So, the pause button, let me know if you've ever heard yourself saying this or somebody that you know. Say, okay, I'm going to get back onto clean eating once I'm done with shelter in place. Or I'm going to start with my fitness and nutrition on January 1st, my New Year's resolution. Well, guess what? This pause button mentality, it seems reasonable because, it takes kind of the stress off of you for that time being, but it's actually ruining your health and fitness because there is no perfect time for you to start these things, right? Life is always happening and there's always going to be something that comes up and it's just going to make it difficult for you, right? I want you to think about these fad diets, 21 days and you can lose all the weight or get fit. Well, think about those diets. It's that 21-day program. It's a short time, right? And it's not really representative of your life. And you try to fit everything in those 20 days. You will try to make sure that your schedule works and your pantry is packed with the right foods and things like that. But what happens once those 21 days are over? You might have lost weight during those 21 days and you feel great, but after those 21 days, you're kind of back to normal and you might put on all that weight, if not more, because you were practicing how to do really well, how to work in this environment that it's not a real environment that you've set up. But what really works, what teaches you the ability to stay fit or to be fit, is to learn how to do that under real life conditions, right? So there was an article put out by Precision Nutrition. This is where I got my certification from. So they put out an article on this, and they had a great example. There's two colleagues that are talking, and one colleague says, "Hey, you know what? I know the secret to staying in shape." I said, "The secret to staying in shape is a low carb diet, and you just run daily." Well, the other colleague looks at him and, he's got this painful question that he has to ask him, right? Because he's looking at him and he's like, "Well, if you're doing that, then why are you not in shape?" Well, the other colleague responds, "It's been hard for me to stick with it because we just had a second baby and, I just changed jobs and the holidays were here and I just couldn't keep up with it. But once everything settles down, I'm going to get back on that diet and I'm going to get in shape." Well, you know, is that going to happen? There's probably other things in his life that are going to pop up, right? I mean, think about your life. Can you hit the pause button in other areas of your life? For example, if you're up for a promotion, can you go and tell your wife, "You know what? I need 1 month. I'm up for this promotion. I need you to do everything. I'm going to go stay in a hotel and I don't want you to contact me for that 1 month so I can get a promotion." How's that going to go for you? That's not going to work. You can't hit pause on your life, right, with your marriage or your kids. So why hit the pause button when it comes to health and fitness, right? So, this mentality of all or nothing usually doesn't work because you rarely get all. Most of the time, you're going to get nothing, right? So, I want you to think about this. Instead of hitting the pause button, I want you to adjust a dial. Think about a dial and no more pause, but you can adjust that dial. Sometimes you're on it and you can adjust it to a higher level, or sometimes, you know what, you got a lot going on and you want to adjust it to a little lower level. So kind of an example. I want you to imagine a dial. It has channels from 1 to 10. So 10 is, for me, I'm going to give you an example for nutrition. So 10 in a nutritional dial for me represents that I am meal prepping every single meal and snack. All my meals are organic and they're perfectly balanced with protein and carbs and fat, and I'm eating on a schedule and I'm sticking with it. That's a 10. Now, 1 for me is during lunch, just one meal, instead of eating something processed with lunch, I'm gonna have something natural. So instead of maybe pasta with my lunch, I'm gonna have a side salad instead. That's a 1 on my dial. So on a regular basis, I would say I'm more at like a 7 or an 8. That's what kind of works for me. But right now, with shelter in place, and I'm kicking off this new program and stuff, and I'm super busy. Sticking to that 7 or 8 has been difficult. I can't get fresh groceries, for example, to even always have fresh vegetables and fruits and meats and things like that. So I am currently at a dial 4. So I've dialed it down from a 7 to a 4. And that's perfectly okay. I don't feel guilty about that. I'm still doing something for myself. I'm still taking care of myself. So, turning the dial down from, to a 4 or a 3 or a 2 or a 1 is perfectly fine because it's still better than turning off that dial or hitting that pause button, right? You're still doing something. So remember, always something. Something is better than nothing. So, in that example of those two colleagues that I gave you, perhaps instead of just stopping when things got really rough for him, maybe what he can do is say, okay, I want to do low carb. I'm just going to have a low carb dinner every day instead of, low carb all day, every day. Just dinner is going to be low carb. And instead of running every single day, maybe I'll just run 2 to 3 times a week if I can, right? So that's turning down the dial from a 10 to perhaps even a 2 or a 1. But at least he didn't stop. Because once you stop, you lose all the progress that you've made. So, I want you to think about your dial, nutrition, fitness. What does a 10 on that dial look like for you? And what does a 1 on that dial look like for you? And then now I want you to think about where on that dial are you, right? What number are you set to? Can you perhaps turn it up a little bit more? Do you have that time, the ability to turn it up right now? Can you handle that? Or perhaps there's a lot going on and you just need to turn down that dial 1 or 2. And that's perfectly fine too. Because remember, turning down the dial is better than hitting that pause button or turning off that pause button. So I want you to aim for a little bit better, always for a little bit better. Small improvements done consistently over time work. So just keep moving forward, keep making those small improvements. And let me know. Comment below, let me know what your dial is set to, whether it's nutrition or fitness, and if you want to move it up perhaps, if you have the ability or not. So let me know. I hope I gave you a helpful tip today to help you keep moving forward and not push that pause button. Do not pause. Keep moving forward. Progress, okay? Progress is better than perfection always. So, thank you for watching today. I will see you again soon. And like I said, mention in the comments, tell me what number you're on that dial, whether it's nutrition or fitness. And if you are a mom, 35 or over, let me know if you're interested in finding out more information about my new program. It's fitness and nutrition based, talking about a lot of these habits that I've been sharing with you. So comment below if you're interested in finding out more information about that as well. Thank you for joining me. I will see you again soon. Bye.